responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
You walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting here. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's hunt. We ready. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, I know we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's so much crying from them. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big run. He's a man. When you step on the field, man, that's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad.
You ain't gonna work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it?
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go.
Trey.
It's a wrap. Game over.
Hey, no, this game is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, and Roku TV. That's right. If you got a Roku streaming device, just look for B as in boy, S as in Sam, the number 3 TV, and download it. And when you do, you're going to find some great shows, great content, and you'll see the lunch break right there as well. And this one is a special one for me because it is the eve of my last show in radio. That's right. After 40 years, I started in radio in August of 1982. Believe it or not, 17 years old at WYLD in New Orleans. And after 40 years, I'm ready to do something different. So, y'all, I tell you, I'm excited. I cannot wait, but I have got to give a lot of love to the folks that gave me this shot in Houston. That's why I've got on the I Love Gospel 1360 AM. Got to give a lot of love right off the bat to Mr. Daryl Martin for giving me an opportunity. Got to give a lot of love to Letitia Jackson for giving me an opportunity, and all of the amazing folks that I've worked with at KYOK, KWWJ, KFIT, KCHL, KZZB, KGLD. I forget our station. CHL in San Antonio. Our station down in Wharton. Got to give a lot of love to them. And our station in Longview and in Killeen, Texas. I got to give a lot of love to those stations because those stations allowed me to provide them sports content as the sports director for Martin Broadcasting. And after 40 years, today is the eve of the last day. Monday will be my last show, but today will be my last live broadcast on AM 1360. I finished my last broadcast on the Wings of Faith this morning at 7:15 and at 9:30. I hate that Letitia Jackson could not be there. I hate that I had to finish it with Daryl Waldrop, but that's the way things worked out. So my last broadcast on Gospel 1360 will be this evening at 5:30 with J.J. Williams. I'll do a 3:30 update, a 5:30 update, and then that chapter will come to an end in my life. And then on Monday, from 12 to 2, will be my last show here on KYOK. And again, not leaving because I'm mad, not getting fired, I didn't quit. It's just time. 40 years. I've done about all I can do in radio. Now, there's some other things on the horizon, and I cannot wait to jump in because it'll be new, it'll be different, it'll be exciting, it'll be challenging, but I'm looking forward to it. You know me, I'm up to the challenge. So today, Freestyle Friday, you know me, we're going to talk about anything and everything on the lunch break today. So just stand by and get ready. Let me give you the number. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000 is the number to dial live in the studio if you want to call in. If you want to text, that number is 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. And you can always email me until Monday on aj@kyoksports.com. That's aj@kyoksports.com. I will be retiring that email address as well. So, man, it's Freestyle Friday. What do y'all want to talk about? What do y'all want to talk about? Trey Pike said, hey, buddy, gonna be running back offshore here soon. Got 2 questions. You check out the young man wrestler from Virginia. And did you see Doug Williams' response to his alma mater? All right, number 1, I did not check out the young wrestler from Virginia. I'll look that up in between the break. And yes, I did see Doug Williams' response to Graham Fam about the hiring of Art Briles. In fact, I reposted. And I said, I'm with Doug on this one. I'm sorry, I said I'm with Doug Williams on this one. Out of all the offensive coordinators that Hugh had a chance to choose from, this is who he had to have. I'm speechless. Again, I'm not even worried about whether he was found innocent or guilty of anything at Baylor. Not worried about that. Why? Because I have his own words to go from. I have his own words to go from. On October the 10th, 2016, Art Briles said these words, and I quote, I made mistakes. I did wrong. I am not doing this trying to make myself feel better for apologizing. I made some mistakes. There was some bad things that went on under my watch. I was the captain of the ship, end quote. That's what Art Briles said. So I don't need to hear what the investigators from Baylor said. I don't need to hear what the investigators from the NCAA or some independent source said. I got it straight from the horse's mouth. I'll repeat. Art Briles on October the 10th, 2016 said, I made mistakes. I did wrong. I'm not doing this to try to make myself feel better for apologizing. I made some mistakes. There were some bad things that went on under my watch. I was the captain of the ship, end quote. Period. I'm not saying Art Briles shouldn't get a second chance. I'm not saying Art Briles shouldn't get a second chance at Grambling. All I'm questioning is two things. Out of all the offensive-minded people that Hugh Jackson could have chosen from the pros, from college, from anywhere else, he had to have Art Briles. Why? Question number one. Question number two, directly to Art Briles, and I have reached out to the Grambling Sports Information Director. Mr. Briles, what level of respect do you have for the great institution, history, and legacy of Grambling State University and one of the best coaches to ever do it, Eddie Robinson? Is this just a stepping stone for you to get back into coaching, or do you really respect the integrity, the history, and the legacy of Grambling? And I want to hear his answer. And then I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I got people coming at me like, oh, why not choose Art Briles? There's a lot of reasons. And I'm not going to waste my eve of my retirement trying to explain to you why Art Briles, for many reasons, was not the best choice. The president wanted him at Grambling, the athletic director wanted him at Grambling, and Hugh Jackson wanted him at Grambling. That's strike three. You're out. I'm done. And before y'all come for me, Graham fam, I got a lot of history at Grambling. A lot of history at Grambling. Long before many of y'all were ever even born. So I love Grambling. Always will always be a part of my family. One of the many schools my daughter got accepted to. And that's not the only reason why I love Grambling. So, we'll see. Let's see. Doc Kim, I challenge you to freestyle about what? Yeah, we gotta delete you. How do we block this person? Yeah. Got to figure out how to block that person and get them off. No, don't show it. Yep. Yeah, you need to leave. Please do. God bless you. All right, so let me take a break. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
No offense, but are you a little fat when you look in the mirror? How would you like to learn the secrets to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week easily without joining the gym or going through any crazy diets? It's called Body Sculpt by Med Diet. For the last 2 decades, we've been helping people just like you that have pounds they want to shed. We've helped millions of people lose thousands and thousands of pounds over the years. And now it's your turn. Learn the secrets of how to lose weight with one simple phone call. You'll see an amazing difference in a matter of days. Don't believe us? We'll offer you a money-back guarantee. If you're ready to start losing weight right now, call right now to learn more about your risk-free order to Body Sculpt.
Call for your risk-free offer. 800-395-9215. 800-395-9215. 800-395-9215. That's 800-395-9215.
How is your car payment treating you? What if I told you you could make a free phone call right now and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Look at your car payment closely. You could be paying as high as 20% interest. Rate Genius can help you reduce your car payments by reducing your interest rate to as low as 2.48% APR. We can refinance most existing car loans or leased cars, new or used, and save you money every month. Put more money back in your pocket. The call is free to find out how low we can lower your car payment. 5 minutes of your time right now could save you hundreds of dollars a year. Call Rate Genius now.
800-811-4169. 800-811-4169. 800-811-4169. That's 800-811-4169. No, not disqualified. market savings. Actual offer terms, including APR, are determined at the time of your application based on creditworthiness, value of the vehicle, loan term, and other factors.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you. And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required. Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. That's 800-221-2261.
I'm Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. I wake up every day to work for our community, and Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo does too. When the pandemic hit, she put people ahead of politics and fought for our communities. When they came after our right to vote, she fought back by extending voting hours and tripling early vote locations. I'm with Lena Hidalgo because she's with us. Join me in voting for Lena Hidalgo. Early vote is February 14th to February 25th. Election day is March the 1st.
Political advertisement paid for by Lena Hidalgo for Harris County.
Are you looking to start a business? From side hustles to major business opportunity? Franchise 123 connects franchise buyers with sellers. And we have over 4,000 franchises for you to choose from. In one simple 30-second call, our live agents will sign you up to the platform. This is not a hard sales call either. We give you free access to our database. Yes, free access, no cost. We are the largest online franchise database in the world. You can find 95% of all businesses. Buying a franchise doesn't have to be complicated. We make it easy, and right now, some have no startup fees. You can turn your special skill into a franchise business, or go full scale with all the top franchise businesses in the world. Sign up with Franchise 123 now, and get your free guide to franchise success now. Call 800-419-5344, 800-419-5344, or text Franchise 123 to 63566. Text Franchise 123 to 63566.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in London.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. See you there.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
This is Irma J from Internal Revamp, and you're listening to AJ on the Lunch Break.
One of the many awesome people that I got a chance to meet while doing radio here in Houston, Irma J from Internal Revamp. And an amazing actress, an amazing writer, amazing producer, an amazing host, just an amazing person. Jackie Johnson. Hey, AJ, I can't believe you're leaving 1360 Radio. I've been listening to you since you started doing sports with Letitia and JJ every day. So sorry to see you go, but best wishes to you. Jackie, thank you. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing ride. It has been an amazing ride. Keith Hiddick, what's going on, brother? Caller of the year 2020. Donna Coleman Holman, caller of the year 2019. Let's see, 2018 was the greatest. 2017 was Ferdinand. He was the very first caller on this show in 2017. And then caller of the year 2021, who will be the last caller of the year on my show, is Longhorn Keith. Again, met some amazing people doing something that I love and that I've been doing since 1982. I'll never forget, I had just graduated from Forest Park High School and was on my way down to Tulane University. I met a senior who was graduating as I was coming in as a freshman, and he took me to lunch at Cafe Du Monde and said, I'm about to turn you on to the best job you'll ever have in your life. But whatever you do, when you go in there, don't tell the program director, Brute Bailey, that you want a job. Tell him you want to learn. Hey, he said, what's your major? I said, math, computer science. He said, okay. Well, tell him you want to learn how to communicate because everything you do in life requires good communication, and you want to learn how to do that at a radio station. And I did. And I've been working in radio everywhere I've been ever since 1982. Brute Bailey, my first program director. Donnie Taylor, my second program director at WYLD AM, enjoyed it like crazy, man. I got to do a co-host show with a young lady by the name of Cassandra Ware. We were partners in crime. And I would broadcast live from the 1984 World's Fair site in New Orleans, Louisiana. And Cassandra would be back at the studio, and it was crazy, man. We would laugh and joke about everything under the sun. So again, I just appreciate my time there. So anyway, I'm not gonna do that all day long. I'll save some of that for Monday. I'm saving that for Monday. Keith Hennick, I'm glad you stuck around. Well, brother, the glue has come loose. The glue has come loose. I love Gospel 1360. They didn't give me my start here in Houston. It was actually KCOH, Mr. Gardner, gave me my start here in Houston. That was the first radio station I worked for in Houston. I was a fill-in. I filled in for Michael Harris. I filled in for Letitia Jackson. I was a fill-in. And then I got invited to come over to KWJ in 2002. 2002 was my first time signing on at KWWJ. I was a co-host with Letitia Jackson on the Wings of Faith. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Hey, AJ, this is Aki. How you doing?
Dr. Aki Day. Man, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
Oh, man, all right, man. This whole retirement thing, I was just scrolling through Facebook. I didn't know that was one time like this.
Man, you know me, brother. I don't broadcast a whole lot. I don't tell people a whole lot of what I'm doing. I try to move in silence. I think I wanted to be a ninja when I was growing up. I wanted to, just be able to pop up on people and then disappear. So what you got going on? You got another book out.
Well, yeah, I'm getting everything done as far as the edits and all that before that comes out, stuff like that.
What's this one going to be called, Dr. Aki? Because If These Walls Could Talk was fire.
This one is called Why I Don't Wear My Ring.
Why I Don't Wear My Ring. Dr. Aki, you about to mess up a whole bunch of people. I could already see you coming on that one.
Oh, man, I want to wish you the best, man, on your retirement from radio.
Well, you already know, brother. The next chapter is going to be epic. The next chapter is going to be out of this world, and I'll be reaching out to you because I already know you're going to have some things you're going to want to do.
Oh, yeah. We definitely stay in touch.
Yeah. In fact, I would love to produce a reality TV show about you, bro. That would be off the chain.
It probably would be.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, so don't go sign nothing with nobody else till you talk to me.
All right, brother, man. Enjoy your day.
Dr. Aki, thank you, man. You're a real one, brother. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for sticking with me for so long.
All right, thanks, AJ.
All right, man. Love you, man. Dr. Aki Davis, man. He's a real one. He and John Foster used to hang out with me every Thursday. We were the sports fellas. And without fail, John Foster's phone was about to go out without fail. You could almost set your watch to John Foster's phone going out. I don't know if he had Cricket. I don't know if he had Boost Mobile. I don't know if he had, I don't know. What's the lowest brand of phone service you could get? Consumer wireless? I don't know what he had, but whatever he had, it was only going to work for about 5 minutes. Hilarious guy. But man, me and Aki were trying to be great and win awards, and John was like either sideways on his phone, or all you could see was his nose, or he could hear us, but we couldn't hear him. It was always something. It was always something. Always something. So anyway, like Dr. Aki did, if you want to call in, I appreciate it. 281-453-1000. If you want to text in, you can do 832-403-5005. 832-403-5005. That's the deal. Let's see. When you get a chance, change the privacy setting to public on your personal page. Okay, I can do that. I'm getting real time. I don't know how to handle stuff, so let me do that. Okay. Change. Okay, so now I can hear myself. How do I do that? No, it won't let me do it. Change. That's what I get for not knowing how to handle stuff. Yeah. All right, so let's see. I wonder if I go here, if it will allow me to change it. I don't know how to do stuff. I'll do it. But anyway, real quick. There was somebody that sent me a text message about the Hugh Jackson thing. Let's see. Let me get this one on. Okay, yeah. Area code 337551. AJ, are you telling me that you don't believe that this is going to be a good thing for the Grambling faithful? By the way, I was a tuba player in the world famous Grambling State Marching Band back in 1986. Brother, first of all, man, I ain't got nothing but love for Grambling. Nothing but love for Grambling. My aunt taught at Grambling. My uncle taught at Grambling. I have cousins that graduated from Grambling. My daughter got accepted to Grambling. I love Grambling. My favorite coach of all time, bar none, is Coach Eddie Robinson. He will always be in my heart and mind the greatest college football coach there ever was, and it ain't even close. Because of the stuff he did as a coach, as a winner, and the stuff he did as a man in the lives of those young men that came through Grambling. And not just the young men, but he touched lives all across that campus. I'd love to have Kelly Hodges come on and talk about how he affected her life at Grambling. All I'm saying is this, simply, out of all of the offensive coordinators that Hugh Jackson could have chosen from, why him? Why him? Like, I know former offensive-minded coaches from the SWAC that their offense was unstoppable when they were coaches. Like, bruh, you really could have taken it to the next level. I mean, literally. And then just like I say about the air raid offense that Mike Leach, I guess, started, I don't recall Art Briles' offense winning any championships. I mean, fun to watch, scores a lot of points, but I haven't seen them go all the way. And what is Grambling trying to do? Go all the way. And I get it. Coach Prime has put some pressure on some folk. Coach Prime's nickname is Pressure. That's Coach Prime's nickname, Pressure. He has put pressure on some folks in the SWAC. I mean, he got folks worrying about their jobs. He got folks can't sleep at night. He got folks worried. And you ain't got to like him. It's just the truth. So pressure will bust a steel pipe. And I believe pressure made Hugh Jackson, the Grambling athletic director, and the president of Grambling State University, I believe that pressure made them jump too soon. I believe that pressure made them jump too soon. Hugh Jackson handled offenses in the NFL. You mean to tell me he didn't have any assistants? He didn't have any young people under his tutelage that he could have brought in to run his offense and install his offense in the NFL? I mean, at Grambling? No, man. No. So anyway, again, brother, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. There was another message I want to read. This one is from Sister Rose Williams. Sister Rose Williams. Good morning, AJ. Trust you are doing well on this beautiful day. Most of the time I turn on my radio on KWWJ at 9 a.m. so I can listen to the sports announcements. Did I hear right that you will not be announcing anymore on KWWJ? What happened? Will you still be on KYOK? Mr. Jones, you cannot leave us like that. My heart is so sad right now. Oh, Sister Rose, hear me when I say I'm just retiring. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nobody got fired. I didn't get in trouble. I'm not being suspended. Like some of my colleagues are probably going to say. I didn't get in trouble. Just time. 40 years, man. 40 years. There is literally nothing else I can do behind this microphone. There's nothing else I can do. And I'm one of those people that is motivated by challenges. I'm motivated by things that I have to learn, that I have to study, that I have to dig into, that I just don't know. I'm motivated by stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to stepping in that area of media and casting and stuff like that. Content creation. That's the key. Content creation. So I'm really looking forward to doing some things. So anyway, that being said, Keith Hennick, I don't think Art Briles knows how to win big games. I'm just saying, can y'all rip off, somebody shoot off the Art Briles championships for me? I'm just, I can do it myself. Let's look up Art Briles. Let's look up his wiki, because Art's got a wiki. All right, here we go. Art Briles, coaching career. 1979, he was an assistant coach at Sundown High School in Texas. 1980 to 83, he was an assistant at Sweetwater High School in Texas. 1984 to 85, he was a head coach at Hamlin High School in Texas. 86 to 87, head coach at Georgetown High School in Texas. 88 to 99, head coach of Stephenville High School in Texas. 2000 to 2002, running back coach at Texas Tech. 2003 to 2007, head coach at University of Houston. 2008, 2015, head coach of Baylor. 2019, head coach in Italy. 2019, 2020, head coach at Mount Vernon High School. And 2022 to present, offensive coordinator at Grambling. His overall record in college, 99 and 65. His high school record, 166, 46 and 4. And in bowl games, Art Briles, the offensive coordinator that Hugh Jackson had to have, 3 and 6. Woo! Killing it there, bro. You are killing it, man. Let's see. Championships. Here we go. All right. So he won 2 Big 12 championships, 2013 and 2014. He won 1 Conference USA championship in 2006. and he won one Conference USA Western Division in 2006. So, all right, Big 12 championship 2 times back-to-back. That's notable. That's notable. Conference USA championship, one of those. One of those in 4 years. He was the Conference USA Coach of the Year in 2006, Big 12 Coach of the Year in 2013, and AP College Football Coach of the Year in 2013. So there you go. There you go. He's got some chips. He's got some chips. Record at University of Houston, 7-6, 3-8, 6-6, 10-4, 8-4, and then he took the Baylor job at Baylor, 4-8, 7-6, 10-3, 8-5, 11-2, 11-2, 10-3, and then, of course, you know what happened after that. So if you want to count the conference championships, that's fine. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. I think bigger picture, but, you know, that's just me. That's just me. So anyway, let me take a break. We'll be right back with more right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK Freestyle Friday.
This is Candace Houston. Tune into my new radio show called Candid Plug. Every Saturday from noon to 1, we will have engaging conversations on current events, topics that affect the community, and religion. Join me each Saturday from noon to 1 for my new show called Candid Plug, where you plus me equals us, right here on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and streaming live on KYOKradio.org.
Attention, those of you looking to go on a fun vacation and see the world on the cheap. Today, the U.S. dollar is worth even more in other countries, so there's never been a better time to travel outside the USA. The dollar is worth over $1.30 in Canadian dollars, and it's the same for Australia. You can fly there today and have fun and maximize your travel dollar. Your U.S. dollar is worth over $3 in Brazilian reals, and it's worth over $18 in Mexican pesos. Plus, in Argentina, it's worth over $27 in Argentine pesos. Just think of the bargains you'll get. And the way you get the cheapest airfare to any destination is by calling Tickets That Cheap. Save up to 75% on your foreign vacation tickets. Don't wait. Call now. 802-317-1983. 802-317-1983. 802-317-1983. That's 802-317-1983.
This is Jamie from Baytown listening to AJ on the lunch break.
Oh yeah, man. This was a song when I got into radio. Man, that man said a hip hop, the hippie to the hip hop. You don't stop. Rock it out, baby Bubba, to the rhythm of the boogity beat. A skiddly bebop when we rock it. Scooby Doo, or guess what, America, we love you. Yeah, that was the man. That Sugar Hill Gang was it when I came out. And the long version, not the short version, the long version. We used to skate. So when this thing came on at the skating rink, man, you went and grabbed your boo and you tried to show her you know how to skate backwards. If you couldn't skate backwards, you probably didn't have a boo. Yeah, I used to skate. My mother used to drop me and my sister off at the skating rink in Springdale, Ohio. That's where Lincoln Heights, that's where Princeton High School was. And so there's the parking lot, and on one side is the ice skating rink, and on the other side is the roller skating rink. And every now and then my sister would go to the roller skating rink and I'd go to the ice skating rink. So, you know, that's how I used to do it back in the day. But yeah, man, that was the Jazam back in the day. All right. Got another message somebody sent me. Jason, AJ. So if you're retiring, what are you going to do next? I'll probably announce that on Monday. Monday is my actual last show, and I'll probably announce what I'll be doing on Monday. But you know it's something. I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to do that. Fan D, AJ, you don't look old enough to retire. What's going on? I'm not retiring because I'm old. I'm retiring because I'm ready to do something different. That's all. That's all. I see these Graham fam folks are really checking in today. All right. Famous Sacks. And again, he's got the Grambling logo. AJ, I'm with you. The Art Briles selection doesn't make sense. The school could have done very well without him. One thing you said resonates. Coach Prime has put pressure on everybody in the league. I think this was a unwise decision. Yeah, I'm agree with you on that one. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not mad at Grambling. I'm not mad at the Grambling alum. Y'all didn't do this. And there's nothing wrong with supporting your school no matter what. I'm not asking you to turn on your school. Again, this is not a decision that Hugh Jackson made by himself. President had to sign off on it. Athletic director had to approve it. Hugh Jackson had to really, really, really want it. And apparently those were the perfect storms. And now we got to see what Art Briles can do as the offensive coordinator. I mean, who knows? Maybe he can do like he did at U of H and Baylor and get them to a conference title. Who knows? That would be major success. And to be honest with you, the SWAC hadn't done real well against the MEAC in the Celebration Bowl. So if he can get Grambling to the SWAC championship game, get them a SWAC championship, and then beat whoever represents the MEAC in the Celebration Bowl, you're talking about something. I will admit I was wrong then. Of course, I'll be retired, but I will admit I was wrong then. I'll admit it, you know what I mean? I'll read a prepared statement. I, A.J. Jones, do hereby to forthwith admit that I was wrong about the hiring of Art Briles at Graham. But right now, I don't have to do that because I'm not wrong. Right now, it's got just as much of a chance to go wrong as I do to be wrong. So, I'm one of those people, when you come on this show, now, no matter what your position is, back up your position. Be able to support your position. That's good radio. We don't all have to think the same or agree the same or, be on the same page. You just be able to back your stuff up. You do that, it's going to be a great conversation, even if I don't agree with it. It's when somebody comes on here and just tries to say something crazy for shock value and has nothing to back it up with, that's when I get goofy. That's when all right, thank you for coming. Have a nice day. God bless you. Good luck. And I've had to do that to a couple of people on the show. I've got a couple of people that, were close to me that okay, thanks for coming. Have a great day. I said something crazy that they wouldn't say on somebody else's station or somebody else's show. You're not going to come on to KYOK, one of the oldest black-owned radio stations in the state of Texas, and just give us nonsense. You're just not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Not going to accept that under my watch. So, but anyway, that's a good one. GOP, and it's not the GOP. This young brother has been pretty solid. He says, AJ, I heard you say yesterday that you thought that FAMU was going to win the SWAC. Did you forget about Jackson State? No, I didn't forget about Jackson State. While all the news and the talk right now is about Grambling and Art Briles, quietly as it's kept, Jackson State brought in a new offensive coordinator as well. A young man who studied under the air raid offense. And again, just like I said about Art Briles and his style of offense and what it's won, the air raid offense, I don't recall winning any major championships in college football. Let me look up Mike Leach. I've looked up Art Briles. Let me look up Mike Leach. Stay there. Give me a second. Mike Leach. Mike, L-E-C-H. Search. Mike, where's your wiki, bro? All right, here we go. Mike Leach, the architect of the air raid offense. Architect of the air raid offense. Coaching career, 1987, Cal Poly offensive line. 1988, College of the Desert linebackers. Interesting. 1989, Pori Bears. I don't know what that is, but he was the head coach of the Pori Bears. 1989 to 1991, Iowa Wesleyan, offensive coordinator, offensive line. 1992 to 1993, head coach he was a coach at Valdosta State, offensive coordinator, wide receiver, quarterback. 1994 to 1996, Valdosta State, offensive coordinator, O-line. 1997 to 1998, Kentucky, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. 1999, Oklahoma, offensive coordinator, quarterback. And then became the head coach at Texas Tech, 2000 to 2009, and Washington State from 2012 to 2019, and Mississippi State, 2020 to present. His coaching career, 150 and 103. His bowl record, again, 8 wins, 9 losses. His championships, y'all pay attention because there's so many of them, you might miss one. His championships, 1 Big 12 South Division championship. Wait, let me say it again slow because there's so many of them, you might miss them. With the air raid offense in the Big 12 at Texas Tech, Mike Leach has won Big 12 South Division championship. His awards. He was Coach of the Year in 2018. He was a George Munger Award winner in 2008. He was the Woody Hayes Trophy Award winner in 2008. 2-time Pac-12 Coach of the Year, 2015, 2018. And once he was the Big 12 Coach of the Year in 2008. So there you go. That air raid offense is fun to watch. A lot of excitement. I guess I can say it put up a lot of points. But for some reason, it has not transitioned into championships. Bill Walsh and the West Coast offense was so innovative that people have won multiple Super Bowls with some type or faction of the West Coast offense. It translates into chips. Not the air raid, not the Art Briles, stuff like that. So, I don't know. Mike Patton, touring the AFC South, says, Mike Leach, Art Briles, all of them didn't win a title. They got as many national titles as I got. Man's just speaking facts. So, again, we said this before when the whole, Brian Flores thing came out, when we looked at the limited number of black coaches in college, athletic directors, general managers, college presidents, and team owners can hire whoever they want to hire. I get it. It's their team. It's their school. They got the power. I got the power. They got it. But just because you hire somebody doesn't mean that people have to like it or have to agree with the hiring. And for Doug Williams and, the other alum that have a problem with that hire, I can't be mad. I won't be mad. Doug Williams said, and I quote, or actually, Nikki, I'm gonna say your name wrong. Nikki Havala, said, talk to Doug Williams about the hire. And he said, and I quote, "I'm not a fan at all. I'm very, very disappointed in Grambling. I really am. I talked to the AD a couple of times. They knew where I stood, but they did it. And if that's what they want to do, that's fine. I'm out." And I know a lot of Grambling fans and alum that are upset with Doug. So you mean to tell me you're out on Grambling because of Art Briles' sexual assault record, but you all in with the Washington Commanders and they got a bunch of sexual assault situations going on? Listen, here's the thing. Doug didn't have anything to do with them at Baylor, and to our knowledge, didn't have anything to do with them in Washington. So to tie Doug to that, and y'all don't want to tie Art Briles to that? Yeah, you don't get it both ways, fam. You don't get it both ways. You cannot get mad at Doug because of it and don't be mad at Art. You see what I'm saying? You like looking in the mirror, calling the person in the mirror a hypocrite. Just saying. Let me get Soooo Wilkes on with what you need to know today on the eve of my retirement. Monday will be my last show. Freestyle Friday. We just warming up. Come on, Sybil.
It's Soooo Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Friday, February 25th, 2022. Number 1. As expected, Russia began its invasion of Ukraine Thursday. The early morning attacks began with the launch of scores of missiles, air raids, and a convoy of tanks. Ukrainian President Zelensky told his people to seek shelter in the bomb shelters of buildings and even subway stations. President Vladimir Putin took to Russian television in what was described as a long, rambling message in which he railed against the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, and called the United States an empire of lies. Number 2, last week a judge in Florida dismissed a defamation and conspiracy lawsuit former Neighborhood Watch volunteer George Zimmerman filed against the parents of Trayvon Martin. In his order, the judge wrote that Zimmerman failed to show any fraudulent representation and said any further arguments in the case would be futile. Tracy Martin, the father of Trayvon, has since created the Circle of Father Conference. This provides fathers and sons an opportunity to take part in an engaging, energetic, and educational panel discussion about the challenges facing young men and the importance of fathers in our communities. Number 3, U.S. health officials said some people getting Pfizer or Moderna COVID-19 vaccine should consider waiting up to 8 weeks between the first and second doses, instead of the 3 or 4 weeks previously recommended. CDC officials said they were reacting to research showing that the longer interval can provide more enduring protection against the coronavirus. Research suggests that 12 to 64-year-old people, especially males between the ages of 12 and 39, can benefit from the longer spacing. Number 4, the South Dakota House passed an anti-transgender sports ban, Senate Bill 46, thus becoming the first state legislature to send discriminatory anti-transgender legislation to a governor's desk in 2022. The House also passed House Bill 1005, a bill prohibiting transgender students from using multi-occupancy public school facilities consistent with their gender identity. This includes shower rooms, bathrooms, changing rooms, and sleeping rooms for overnight trips. Number 5, from the world of small business ownership to the political arena to the halls of corporations nationwide, Black women are making strides like never before. Entrepreneur Dr. Sheila Robinson is celebrating the accomplishments of these exceptional women in corporate America through her company, Diversity Woman Media. Diversity Woman Media is a multi-platform professional and executive leadership development company that advocates diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose to breathe. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, thank you very much. There's Soooo Wilkes. Let's get the top of the hour started.
Legendary. 1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host,
guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
All right. Thank you very much there, Amber Shaw. Of course, one of my dear and close friends. All right, listen, let me get some birthdays rolling real quick. And then I'll come back to some of my Twitter folks and stuff that they want to say about Doug Williams and the whole Art Briles thing. All right, real quick, happy birthday going out to E. Gordon Wright. Eric Gordon Wright, owner of Touch of Keys, is celebrating his birthday today. Been a good friend and colleague of mine for a long time. Happy birthday to you, E, and may you have many, many more. Crystal Lewis is 39 today. Sandra Gail Simon is 27. Mika Champagne is 32. Hey, Mika. Angela Williams Lowe celebrating her birthday, along with Carl David Evans, 67. Tyree Thomas is 50. Happy Big 5-0. Virginia Dale Manning is 50. Happy Big 5-0 to you. Lizzie B, what's going on with your cooking self? She's 70 today. Dre Coop at KCHL, used to be at KCHL, celebrating a birthday today. Linda Quick Lane celebrating her birthday. And Christian Young is celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday to you all. Let me go to my celebrity list real quick. Celebrity list. Lee Evans was an American athlete who ran in the Olympics, got gold medal in the men's 400 and the 4x400 relay in 1968. Passed away in California in 2021. But on this day, we celebrate the birth of Lee Evans. Again, a track star from back in the day. Remember Jim Brown? Jim Brown, one of the baddest running backs to ever run the ball, played for them Cleveland Browns. Is his birthday today. He was born in 1951. Kurt Rambis, or Clark Kent, who apparently has his hands in the LA Lakers and whatever they're trying to do right now. He was born on this day in 1958. Todd Blackledge, former quarterback in college and in the pros, celebrating a birthday, along with Paul O'Neill, one of my favorite baseball players, used to play for the Cincinnati Reds and, of course, the New York Yankees. He's born on this day in Columbus, Ohio. Y'all remember Samaki Walker? Used to play in the NBA, played with the Dallas Mavs. He was born on this day in 1976. Tamarick Vanover, one of the baddest wide receivers to come out of college, was born on this day in 1974. And Joakim Noah played at Florida for the Gators. His dad was one of my favorite tennis players, Yannick Noah. Joakim Noah, born on this day in 1985. Come on, Usher, do your thing.
Oh, go shawty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shawty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
Man, happy birthday to everybody celebrating birthdays and anniversaries out there. If you're celebrating an anniversary of any sort, because of your marriage, because of your relationship, because of your graduation, your anniversary, graduating from some type of program, sobriety anniversary, whatever it is, we celebrate with you on this day, 2/25/2022. All right, so Mike Patton, you are hilarious, brother. Mike Patton, I'm not even going to read that. I'm going to just put it up there and let y'all read that because Mike is off the chain. Mike is off of the chain. All right, let me read this comment about Doug Williams. It says, Doug Williams has been working for Dan Snyder for 8 years. He knows exactly what has been happening in Washington and hasn't spoke up. So we're not exactly talking about a profile in courage. Williams will speak up, but only to address someone who isn't signing his paycheck. Let me just say this again. Whatever you can say about Doug Williams, you can say about Art Briles. If Doug Williams is responsible for saying something, then even though Art Briles didn't directly do anything to these girls, and that actually happened, what did he say? What did he report? What did he do? His own words said he made mistakes. Those were his own words. I don't care about the investigation and the findings and all that. His own words said, I didn't do what I should have done. So what we're not going to do is start coming for Doug Williams because you want Art Briles. You can have Art Briles and leave Doug alone. Doug is allowed to speak out about his college, his alma mater, his university. He's allowed to do that. Just like, come on, HBCU fam. Some of y'all get very sensitive about HBCUs and particularly your school. So don't get sensitive when somebody speaks out about their school. You don't have to like the hire. And Doug is somebody that, we like to hear what he has to say, especially when it comes to Grambling. So we're not finna turn on Doug because all of y'all are excited all of a sudden about Art Briles. Many of y'all didn't know who Art Briles was before Hugh Jackson. So let's keep it 100. Let's keep it buck. Let's come on now. No cap. Come on. Tamarick Vanover was that insurance fraud case that Clinton Portis and them were in. Yeah. He was a part of that. Yeah. I hated that. I hated that those fellas got caught up in that and did what they did in that. Clinton Portis, was one of them dudes, man. I really wanted things to go well for him. He had some bad breaks along the way, literally. But him and Tamarick Vanover were beasts in college. I'm not going to take that away from him. All right. Rockets get back in action tonight. They'll be on the court in Orlando. Tips off at 6 o'clock. Spurs are going to be in Washington tonight at 6. Speaking of the Spurs, I got to give some love to former Spurs player DeMar DeRozan. Dude is on fire. 8 straight games, scoring 35 or more and shooting 50% or better. Oh, yeah, and by the way, he hit the game winner last night for the Bulls. Yeah, I'm a big fan of DeMar DeRozan. Big fan of DeMar DeRozan. That's a brother who has also, been public about his mental health issues and what have you. And, that's a dude that I root for. I root for DeMar DeRozan. So glad to see him getting it in the way he's doing up there in Chicago. All right. And then New Orleans is going to visit Phoenix tonight at 8. Obviously, Phoenix is going to be without Chris Paul. But what I want to know is why is J.J. Redick going off on Zion Williamson? Why is J.J. Redick going off on Zion Williamson? I mean, no shade at J.J. Redick, but like for real, that's like Enes Kanter. I ain't called him Enes Freedom. That's like Enes Kanter trying to go off on LeBron. Like, bro, you ain't even in the same stratosphere. Like, JJ, I get what he's trying to say, but let me just say this. I got a problem when you have veteran players who retire from the game, get on somebody's broadcast, and then start talking about a dude that, bro, if you feel that strongly about it, pick up the phone and call him. Like, you was a whole New Orleans Pelican for a minute. You mean to tell me you don't have Zion's number or somebody who might have Zion's number where you can be a veteran and provide some veteran leadership to? Like, I just got a problem with folks who jump on national TV with the cameras on and the lights on and talk about a dude that you have not talked to. And I'm not just saying it about J.J. Redick. I said it about Chris Carter when he had something to say about some cats that he supposedly was real close to. I don't like that, bro. If you haven't talked to them and at least tried to instill all of this wisdom that all of a sudden you got for the show about them, I don't really want to hear it. And JJ Redick, I'm sorry, bro. You made some missteps along your way, but now all of a sudden you can't talk to a young dude. You got to talk about the young dude because he had not reached out and talked to McCollum. I don't get it. McCallum, I'm sorry. You know, I'll put an accent on everything. My name is Andre, so I put an accent on everything. But CJ McCollum, I ain't feeling it. I really, personally, this is me, day before my retirement, day before my last show. I don't want to hear what you have to say about him. Tell me what you said to him. So did you call him? Did you say, yo, young buck, what would be perfect? You're now the face of the franchise. What you ought to do is call CJ and say, yo, welcome to the team. That's what you should have done. Like day one, you the face of the franchise now. Yeah, I know you're recovering. I know you're injured and all that, but you still got to do the leadership stuff behind the scenes. I'm just letting you know you might not have known. But you get on national TV and you're talking about this man, and the headlines are, you know, JJ Redick goes off on Zion Williamson. First of all, JJ Redick ain't in any kind of a position of authority or have any kind of juice to be going off on anybody like a Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson, if he don't play another year, will already have just outshined JJ Redick's career. BS3, JJ is sport, is part of ESPN. That's what they do. Front people for storylines. I get you. Mike Patton, DeMar DeRozan is the mid-range maestro. Let me tell you something. I wish DeMar DeRozan had been playing for the Houston Rockets a few years ago when they were up 3-2 on the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, because all they needed was somebody to hit a mid-range jump shot. They had everybody trying to hit threes in that game 7, and they went 0 for 27. If somebody like DeMar DeRozan had popped a couple of those mid-range shots, maybe we'd be having a whole different discussion. A whole different discussion. Let me take a break, but I just needed to get that out about JJ Redick. And again, I'm not just saying it because it's JJ Redick. I'm not coming for him because it's Black History Month. I said the same thing about Chris Carter. I said the same thing about Rodney Harrison. I've said the same thing about about several guys. Marcellus Wiley said it about him, brother. Stop talking about people that you should be talking to. Be right back right after this break, on the lunch break.
No offense, but are you a little fat when you look in the mirror? How would you like to learn the secrets to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week easily without joining the gym or going through any crazy diets? It's called Body Sculpt by Med Diet. For the last 2 decades, we've been helping people just like you that have pounds they want to shed. We've helped millions of people lose thousands and thousands of pounds over the years. And now it's your turn. Learn the secrets of how to lose weight with one simple phone call. You'll see an amazing difference in a matter of days. Don't believe us? We'll offer you a money-back guarantee. If you're ready to start losing weight right now, call right now to learn more about your risk-free order to Body Sculpt.
Call for your risk-free offer. 800.
Michael will respond to that when I come back from this break.
800-395-9215. 800-395-9215. That's 800-395-9215.
How is your car payment treating you? What if I told you you could make a free phone call right now and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Look at your car payment closely. You could be paying as high as 20% interest. Rate Genius can help you reduce your car payments by reducing your interest rate to as low as 2.48% APR. We can refinance most existing car loans or leased cars, new or used, and save you money every month. Put more money back in your pocket. The call is free to find out how low we can lower your car payment. 5 minutes of your time right now could save you hundreds of dollars a year. Call Rate Genius now.
800-811-4169. 800-811-4169. 800-811-4169. That's 800-811-4169. Not allowed to qualify for a loan or rate savings.
restrictions. Actual offer terms, including APR, are determined at the time of your application based on creditworthiness, value of the vehicle, loan term, and other factors.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
What's up, everybody? This is Jonathan Nelson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break with AJ.
Man, I'm telling you, after seeing that Super Bowl halftime show, I done fell in love with this song even more than I did before. I was hanging out with one of my home guys on 2/22/22, and he had the nerve to play the intro to AJ by Curtis Blow. And I had to stop the music. I said, man, up in the Bronx where the people are fresh, there was one DJ who could pass the test, and now he's down by law and he's ready to play. That's right, y'all. My name is AJ. Never get nervous when I'm... Let me stop, because I know my stuff. Don't be trying to come at me like I'm new to this. I'm true to this. One of the many things that I did in my radio career at WBLZ in Cincinnati, Ohio. In fact, let me tell you, in Forest Park, Ohio, I not only got to work in radio, which is a blessing, but I got to work in radio in two of my hometowns. I got to work in New Orleans, where my mom and family are from, right outside of, and I got to work in Cincinnati in Forest Park, where I grew up. And that was, man, a dream come true. But my program director, Brian Castle, let me host a show called Rap Attack. And I'll never forget having guys on the show like Run DMC, had cats on the show like Curtis Blow, and obviously I got a chance to tell Curtis Blow, my name is AJ, so we got a chance to chop up that history of that song and where that came from. So, yeah, y'all don't, man, listen, I know I look young and tender, but baby, I've been around this block a minute. All right, Mike Patton, touring the AFC South, said he's been his teammate, so I understand where he's coming from. And then, he was responding to me about the phone. He said that was the issue. Zion don't pick up the phone, LOL. Let me just say this. And I want to be respectful. Zion Williamson and J.J. Redick are not intimate, right? They're not intimate, right? So it's not like Zion has to pick up the phone when JJ calls, and clearly JJ and Zion don't have a cool relationship where JJ has made any effort to be cool with Zion. Just because you I had cats that I was teammate with down in New Orleans, Louisiana at De La Salle High School, where I was the only black on the football team, where I promise you, if we weren't at practice, if we weren't in the locker room, if we weren't at a team meeting, if we weren't in the game, I wasn't fooling with none of them, and they definitely weren't fooling with me. But by the same token, if he didn't invest the effort in developing a relationship with Zion, then he needs to keep his mouth closed about Zion right now. You can say, oh, it's unfortunate that he didn't call CJ and what have you, but to rip him? Nah, bro, you ain't got that. You didn't put in, you haven't invested anything to be able to rip a dude like that. You haven't. Well, AJ, you do it. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm right in doing it. Just mean I'm trying to get ratings like he is. Listen, I can call mine out. I can call my shot. So yeah, man. Again, a lot of times folks get these young cats on their team, they become the face of the franchise, and nobody takes the time to go over the details about how to be a leader off the court. That's what I'm talking about. Be ripping cats when they mess up. But my question is always, so what did you invest in him wisdom-wise to make sure he didn't mess up? That's why I got a lot of respect for LeBron. A lot of respect for LeBron. If I got to be mad at LeBron for anything, it would be one of two things. The decision. First of all, anytime you rock with ESPN on something like that, it's probably going to go bad. And then when he got down to Miami, when he said, we're not going to win 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Like they was going to win 99 championships. They ain't that easy to win, bro. Only 2 things I got on it. Now, anybody else, he didn't say enough against China. Did Larry Bird? Did Michael Jordan? Did Dr. J? Has Kevin Durant? Has Luka? I mean, why are we holding China to LeBron? 1 minute y'all want him to shut up and dribble. The next minute y'all want him to speak out against the entire nation of China. I don't get it. I don't get it. All the places and landmines that LeBron James could have went wrong on and stepped on, he didn't do it. He hasn't. He hasn't. He hasn't. And I respect that. I respect that from the kid from Akron. I respect that. I'm glad to see he's thinking about his mortality and how he wants to go out. He wants to go out playing with his son, Bronny. I want to see that. I got to see Ken Griffey Jr. play with his dad, Ken Griffey Sr. I thought that was special. They didn't do anything spectacular, but they got to do it. I think the closest thing that came to that for me, I got to baptize my oldest son. And that was amazing. That was amazing. So anyway, let me take a break. Be right back. About to wrap this thing up. It's coming to an end. It's about to be the end of the eve of my retirement. All right, we'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you. And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required. Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. That's 800-221-2261.
I'm Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. I wake up every day to work for our community, and Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo does too. When the pandemic hit, she put people ahead of politics and fought for our communities. When they came after our right to vote, she fought back by extending voting hours and tripling early vote locations. I'm with Lena Hidalgo because she's with us. Join me in voting for Lena Hidalgo. Early vote is February 14th to February 25th. Election day is March the 1st.
Political advertisement paid for by Lena Hidalgo for Harris County.
Are you looking to start a business? From side hustles to major business opportunity? Franchise 123 connects franchise buyers with sellers. And we have over 4,000 franchises for you to choose from. In one simple 30-second call, our live agents will sign you up to the platform. This is not a hard sales call either. We give you free access to our database. Yes, free access, no cost. We are the largest online franchise database in the world. You can find 95% of all businesses. Buying a franchise doesn't have to be complicated. We make it easy, and right now, some have no startup fees. You can turn your special skill into a franchise business, or go full scale with all the top franchise businesses in the world. Sign up with Franchise 123 now, and get your free guide to franchise success now. Call 800-419-5344, 800-419-5344, or text Franchise 123 to 63566. Text Franchise 123 to 63566.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. See you there.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, in the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
This is Lakeisha, and you're listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
Thank you very much there, Lakeisha, on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org, YouTube, Twitter, Roku TV. That's right. If you got a Roku streaming device, whether it's on your computer, whether it's on your tablet, whether it's on your TV, download BS3 TV. B as in boy, S as in Sam, the number 3 TV. And you got us right in the middle of some great content. Man, one of my longest, oldest friends ever, Tamara Barnes, T. Barnes, said, I have to be on Monday. Happy retirement. I know you are on to better in this season of life. And I hit her back. You already know. You already know. Big shout out to Camilio. He just had a birthday. Happy birthday to your brother. He is a huge Graham fam, alum and fan. But he married a Southern Jag. So, you know, he at least got half of his life right. I'm being messy. But yeah, Camille, I'm just retiring, brother. I'm about to put up the radio piece of it. About to hang up my headset. And again, I'll be announcing on Monday what I'll be doing. But yeah, I'm just new challenges, man. New challenges. At this stage in life, want some new challenges, and you know, God's made some of those available to me. So appreciate it. Let's see. SGA, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Long time no see. SGA said, AJ, I feel you on the Zion Williamson, JJ Redick thing, but if the big dude ain't listening, then you can't be mad at the other dude for not talking. Well, I'll just say this. I'm just asking. Did you try to talk to him? You did? Okay. No problem. Did you try to talk to him? No, I'm just saying what I feel. No. No, that ain't how teamwork works. If you can't talk to me, but you can talk about me, yeah, bro. Yeah, it's a whole different vibe then. As my niece Valencia King, I am Valencia King, said, you know the vibe. Yeah, you can talk about me, but you can't talk to me? Yeah, you know the vibe. So we'll see. We'll see how things work out. I want to hit a couple of quick things before I go. And I ain't far off from having to go. So let me hit these real quick. The quarterback up in Green Bay wants to be the highest paid player ever. Okay. I mean, I want to be 6'8" and able to slam dunk and shoot threes. I'm not mad at him for wanting to be the highest paid player ever. I'm just not quite sure if he should be the highest paid player ever. I mean, run it back for me. Somebody run this back for me. How many games did he win in the playoffs this year? The same number of championships that Art Briles and Mike Leach have, huh? How many games did he win in the playoffs last year? How many chips does he have? The same number as lesser quarterbacks. Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer. He got the same number of chips as Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer. I mean, and we paid him the highest amount in NFL ever because he wants it? Oh, well, hold on. If that's how it works, if that how it works, Trey said he needs to hang up the cleats instead of asking for money. Just saying. You know, Trey, I'm starting to think this dude is buying into this theory. He hasn't lost his mind. He's trying to see if they've lost their mind. What do you mean? As for the moon, if they give it to you, you got it. If they don't, well, you didn't have it before, so you've lost a grand total of nothing. My sister one time asked me or told me that her ex-husband asked her for a bunch of money. And she said he must have lost his mind. I said, no, sis, He's trying to see if you lost your mind. Because if you give it to him, he got it. If you don't, he is zero worse off than he was before he asked for it. I ain't mad at the dude. I ain't mad at him. But if I'm the brass up in Green Bay, I'm like, yeah, okay, I appreciate. Duly noted. Duly noted. And I go on about my business. I go on about business that I'm not even minding right then. I go on to the sandwich that I didn't even know I was hungry for. I'll go on to work out, and that might be the first time in my life working out. I would just think, okay, man, thank you for sharing that, man. You really have put some things on our mind, giving us something to think about. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. You want us to call you? You want us to call your agent? What do you want us to do? And then I will go on about my business, whatever that business is. Just because people ask for it does not mean they have to get it. And let me help somebody on my day before my last day out of here. And it doesn't mean you have to kill yourself thinking about it, worrying about it, or trying to provide it. You don't have to. This cat wants to be the highest paid player ever. Okay. I'm serious. That's an easy negotiation in the boardroom. Okay, let's see. How many championships do you have? Okay, I see this one. Let me turn the page over. Nah, it's only what we got. How far did you get us in the playoffs last year? How far did you get us this year? You know, the regular season is fine, and you've gotten us the number 1 seed, but it's what we do in the playoffs that actually matters, not just getting there. And we pay for results, not just, I'm just telling you, that would not even be a hard negotiation. Speaking of a lot of money, Atlanta Falcon fans, I'm really sorry to break this news to you. And man, I wish Todd Malcolm was listening. I wish Todd Malcolm was listening. Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan is set to have the largest cap hit in NFL history in 2022. Matt Ryan is going to cost his team, wait on it, $48.7 million this year. Matt Ryan. Not Patrick Mahomes. Not Tom Brady. Not the quarterback up in Wisconsin. Matt Aloysius Ryan, who has led them to a grand total of, you got to put 2 seasons together, almost 3, for them to get double-digit wins, and he's about to cost them, let me look at it again, $48.7 million, baby. Let me tell you, my good conscience and sound mind wouldn't let me do it. My good conscience and sound mind would not let me do it. I am here to, baby, I'm here to tell you, Matt, hey, man, you doing all right? How's your wife? They good? Is she good? Kids? Y'all good? All right, man. Hey, listen, you know, you franchise, dog. You franchise. We like this, man. We in this thing together. If you was a noob, man, I'd dab you up. This is what we finna do. You count 48.7 $6.625 million against the cap next year. We're gonna restructure that. Yeah, we're gonna restructure that like a lot. Like here's what I'm gonna put pen to paper, and we're gonna be somewhere around 35. When we get done putting pen to paper, we're gonna be somewhere around 35. We're gonna be somewhere around 35. And we're gonna push some of that money around. You still gonna get it, if you do certain things, but we just not gonna pay it all out this year. Because we can't do that. We need linebackers, we need running backs, we might want another receiver, that defensive line. If that defensive line was just hungry, I'm talking about some dogs, we'll be able to do some things. The NFC South is wide open this year. Tampa, New Orleans, Atlanta, and Carolina, we wide open this year. So we can't afford to have that much money tied up in you. So I'm going to get back to you when we get to the final number, but I just want you to know it's going to be somewhere around 35. And if he says no, then I say, okay, I feel you. I get it. It'd be hard for me to let it go too. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you go. And then we're going to sign you back at a lower number after you clear waivers. Because ain't nobody going to pay you 48.7. So we're going to let it, since number one didn't work, and I get it. I feel you. I ain't mad at you. You gave a counter. Here's what we'll do. We're going to let you go, and then we'll sign you back at a lower number, somewhere around 30. Because now we offered to give you 35. You didn't want that. So we're going to let you go, and we're going to bring you back somewhere around 30. And if he says no to that, then, well, we've been looking at Kenny Pickett's in the draft out of Pittsburgh, and it might be time to go ahead and pass the torch. So thank you for your time. We're going to have a Matt Ryan day. We're going to blow you up on the Jumbotron. We're going to do a montage of all your greatest moments. We won't use the second half of the Super Bowl where we was up 28-3 and you couldn't. We won't use none of that. We'll just use the first half and we'll leave it at that. And baby, I'll turn around in my chair. I'll do one of these on him like, all right, brother, have a good day. And start reading something else upside down. I'll start reading something else upside down before I finish that. You got three options. Number one, restructure. Gonna bring you in back. We're gonna get you down around 35. Number two, we're gonna let you go, and then we're gonna re-sign you around 30. Number three, we're just gonna let you go. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good luck, man. We'll bring you back on Matt Ryan Day. It's gonna be a big deal in Atlanta. It's gonna be a big deal in Atlanta. Ain't nowhere in the world you can have Matt Ryan. His cap number went from 26.9 to 48.7, and then it's going to drop down after that to 43.6. Even that's unimaginable for Matt Ryan. For this Matt Ryan, not Matt Ryan out of BC, but for this Matt Ryan. Oh, man, please, ain't no way in the world. But see, guys like Todd want to talk about Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes and how those teams are unable to sign players because of those cap numbers that that they had. Matt Ryan had one of his worst seasons. Matt Ryan had one of his worst seasons. He threw for 3,968 yards. That's his lowest since 2010. And he threw for 20 touchdowns. That's his lowest number since his rookie season. Ain't nowhere in the world you're going to pay him $48.7 million. Ain't no way. Like, that ain't even, like, we're not going to do that, right? So let me tell you how we're going to fix it, and then you go from there. Everybody wants to talk about Dak's cap number and Patrick Mahomes' cap number, but I ain't heard nobody talking about Matt Ryan's cap number till now. Yeah, they got to fix that. They cannot go anywhere with that. Just can't do it. When's the last time Atlanta has been relevant? Super Bowl 51. Super Bowl 51. And the NFC South is wide open this year. It is anybody's division to win. If I'm Atlanta, man, I'm literally looking at one of these other quarterbacks coming out. Imagine Russell Wilson in Atlanta. I mean, what Kirk say? Imagine me. I mean, dude, y'all been trying the Matt Ryan thing for a minute. How has that worked out? Got you close. I ain't gonna lie, you got close. Man, you were a quarter away. You were 1 quarter away from wrapping that thing up. And couldn't do it. Reportedly, the New York Yankees reached out to Carlos Correa before the owners locked the players out in Major League Baseball. If Carlos Correa had a number on the table that was in that 300, 320, 350 range, and he slept on that thing before he got locked out, oh, bruh. Same thing I said about Matt Ryan. When we come back, we ain't going to be at 320, 330, 350. We're going to be somewhere around 280, 275. You remember, you didn't want it then, and we're not going to play the same number of games now, so we're going to do it at around 275. Still good money. I mean, you could go back to Houston, but in New York, you're going to make 275. Carlos Correa. All right, bro. Take a break. About to wrap it up right after this on the lunch break on Legendary. KYOK, all new 92.3 FM.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The Legendary KYOK.
Hi, this is Candace Houston. Tune into my new radio show called Candid Plug every Saturday from noon to 1. We will have engaging conversations on current events, topics that affect the community, and religion. Join me each Saturday from noon to 1 for my new show called Candid Plug, where you plus me equals us, right here on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and streaming live on KYOKradio.org.
Attention, those of you looking to go on a fun vacation and see the world on the cheap. Today, the U.S. dollar is worth even more in other countries, so there's never been a better time to travel outside the USA. The dollar is worth over $1.30 in Canadian dollars, and it's the same for Australia. You can fly there today and have fun and maximize your travel dollar. Your U.S. dollar is worth over $3 in Brazilian reals, and it's worth over $18 in Mexican pesos. Plus, in Argentina, it's worth over $27 in Argentine pesos. Just think of the bargains you'll get. And the way you get the cheapest airfare to any destination is by calling Tickets That Cheap. Save up to 75% on your foreign vacation tickets. Don't wait. Call now. 802-317-1983. 802-317-1983. 802-317-1983. That's 802-317-1983.
This is Michael Harris, Houston's top jock, and you're listening to the Sports Encyclopedia, the living Sports Encyclopedia, AJ Jones on the lunch break here on KYOK.
Man, for Michael Harris, the top jock in Houston, to say that about me, man, it's just nothing but love, brother. I sure appreciate you, Mike. I mean it, man. You are a living legend, and I appreciate your words of encouragement. All right. About to wrap things up on this eve show of my retirement. 40 years in radio, WYLD in New Orleans, FM 98. Wendell Pierce, y'all remember him from Waiting to Exhale and Treme and several other movies and shows and what have you. Wendell Pierce trained me in radio. Appreciate that, brother. Always going to be somebody I look up to and appreciate. Then I went over on the AM side, WYLD AM, under program director Donnie Taylor. And, man, had a great career there with Cassandra Ware as my co-host. And then got a chance to work in WBUS in Noonan, Georgia. And I was in Noonan, Georgia before they, really made Noonan a suburb of Atlanta. Right now, Noonan is like Sugarland. But back then, Noonan, the radio station was in a trailer and it sat right underneath the antenna on a dirt road. I'll never forget, it snowed lightly. And a little girl called into the radio station and wanted to know if they were going to have school tomorrow. I went outside the trailer, I opened the door, and I saw a little bit of snow on the grass and on the walkway. I said, oh, baby girl, you better go to bed because you're going to have school tomorrow. They shut Atlanta down for 2 days. And because we were on a dirt road leading into the station in the trailer under the antenna, I was on the air for 2 days because nobody could get in and I couldn't get out. So, now Noonan is like Sugarland. It's like Katy. I mean, it's just a suburb of Atlanta. And then I left WBUS in Atlanta and went to work in Cincinnati at WBLZ under Brian Castle. Left there and got a chance to work with the people who gave me my first job in radio. They had bought WIZF in Cincinnati, and I got a chance to work for Mr. Tom Lewis, who's my frat brother, and he is the first owner of a Major League Baseball franchise when they bought a minor league affiliate in St. Louis. Bought a station in St. Louis, and they bought a minor league affiliate there. First black owner to own a Major League franchise on any level. Him and Mr. Jim Hutchinson, Jane Hipschman, got a chance to work with them at WIZF, The Wiz. Left there, came down here, worked with KCOH. Left here, went to Jacksonville, worked for a little college station in Jacksonville. Went to Gainesville, worked for a public radio station in Gainesville. Went to Chicago, worked for WJCI in Chicago. And went to New Jersey and worked for a public radio station in New Jersey. Went down to Tampa, worked for a radio station in Tampa. And then I came to Houston. And that's when Letitia Jackson invited me to come and sit in with her at KWWJ. That's why I will forever love Gospel 1360 AM KWWJ. So it's been a good ride, man. Been a good ride, but hey, it's time. It's time. Make room for some of these other young people and younger people with their content and their ideas and their shows. And this space will not be vacant. There's going to be some quality programming going on this station. Monday will be my last show. And I'm looking forward to having Dr. J, looking forward to having Coach Johnny Cole, and going out in style. So again, y'all, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. I wanted to go ahead and kind of let y'all know before Monday. So Monday wasn't a big surprise. You'll be able to call in. You'll be able to, tap in. And we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Big Time Floyd, the Astros don't want him back. Maybe he can get a job with Sugarland Skeeters. Come on, Carlos. Take the H-Town discount. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Carlos, the way he played in the World Series, it might be time. It might be time. All right, y'all. Let me get Soooo Wilkes on with the final What You Need to Know today of the week, and then we will wrap it up on the show. Again, y'all have a blessed and safe weekend. Candace Unplugged tomorrow at 12. The Not So Christian in Me show. That'll be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then we got great shows all weekend long. Come Monday, it'll be Sybil Wilkes, Get Up Mornings, and then I'll be on with the very final radio broadcast for my career on Monday at 12 noon. Y'all have a blessed and safe rest of your weekend. Come on, Sybil, take us on.
It's Sybil Wilkes with What You Need to Know. Today is Friday, February 25th, 2022. Number 1. As expected, Russia began its invasion of Ukraine Thursday. The early morning attacks began with the launch of scores of missiles, air raids, and a convoy of tanks. Ukrainian President Zelensky told his people to seek shelter in the bomb shelters of buildings and even subway stations. President Vladimir Putin took to Russian television in what was described as a long, rambling message in which he railed against the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, and called the United States an empire of lies. Number 2, last week a judge in Florida dismissed a defamation and conspiracy lawsuit former Neighborhood Watch volunteer George Zimmerman filed against the parents of Trayvon Martin. In his order, the judge wrote that Zimmerman failed to show any fraudulent representation and said any further arguments in the case would be futile. Tracy Martin, the father of Trayvon, has since created the Circle of Father Conference. This provides fathers and sons an opportunity to take part in an engaging, energetic, and educational panel discussion about the challenges facing young men and the importance of fathers in our communities. Number 3, U.S. health officials said some people getting Pfizer or Moderna COVID-19 vaccine should consider waiting up to 8 weeks between the first and second doses, instead of the 3 or 4 weeks previously recommended. CDC officials said they were reacting to research showing that the longer interval can provide more enduring protection against the coronavirus. Research suggests that 12 to 64-year-old people, especially males between the ages of 12 and 39, can benefit from the longer spacing. Number 4, the South Dakota House passed an anti-transgender sports ban, Senate Bill 46, thus becoming the first state legislature to send discriminatory anti-transgender legislation to a governor's desk in 2022. The House also passed House Bill 1005, a bill prohibiting transgender students from using multi-occupancy public school facilities consistent with their gender identity. This includes shower rooms, bathrooms, changing rooms, and sleeping rooms for overnight trips. Number 5, from the world of small business ownership to the political arena to the halls of corporations nationwide, Black women are making strides like never before. Entrepreneur Dr. Sheila Robinson is celebrating the accomplishments of these exceptional women in corporate America through her company, Diversity Woman Media. Diversity Woman Media is a multi-platform professional and executive leadership development company that advocates diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose to breathe. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SibylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. You know, this is special to me, and Monday's probably going to be emotional, so I really wanted to get it out today because I'm not sure what I'm even going to be able to get out on Monday. But man, I wouldn't have been able to do this without you all. Thank you for those who've been with me since 2017 on this show. Thank you for those who've been with me since 2002 on Gospel 1360. And thank you for the few of y'all who've been with me since 1982. And there's still a few around. So I appreciate y'all. Again, have a great weekend. Not this, definitely this. We'll talk to you on Monday.